All right, awesome. Okay, is it okay if because what I'll do is I'll record an intro sequence and then I'll introduce you there.
That's okay.
I'll ask for an intro from you or from Rachel na lang. But then I'm recording na rin on my camera here. And we can get straight into it, and all the how are yous we can put that in the podcast as well. How are you? How are you doing? This is a crazy day to record a podcast about crypto.
Exactly when everything is double digits red.
Yeah.
But this is the time when people need more education, no? Need more of us. This is the time when and I was saying this earlier in one of my interviews. This is the time where I was trying to make sense out of this market, no, and this is the time to educate. This is the time to teach. This is the time to clarify, to enlighten. I think those are the operative words, Nate. A lot of fear, uncertainty, and doubt in this market.
Yeah. Fun.
Yes, and I don't mean when I laugh, when I smile, I don't mean that I am making fun out of the market, no, but
of course,
the market really right now is in a Nate, we are in a unheard of situation, no, in this market. And as I was sharing in my Twitter space earlier, a couple of things that is something that we need to be mindful of this market. The market is crypto is correlated with the stock market. No, it's correlated with Nasdaq, and when the inflation rate was shared yesterday at 8.3% versus 8.1, it created a havoc to the entire stock market. As a matter of fact, even Amazon is down way back their price as of 2020. No, everyone was trying to put their money into cash, and because we see correlation, crypto market is affected. And to make the matter worse, item number 2 is you hear a lot about this stablecoin destabilization, which is kind of oxymoron because you put two words together that does not make any sense. You cannot put those two words together. It's supposed to be a stable coin, but it was depegged, right? So, a whole gamut of FUD in the market.
So I don't mean to get too deep into the weeds in the first 5 minutes of the podcast. No? Hello, listener. But is there a future for algorithm-based stablecoins?
Interesting, no? I think there is. However, if we're talking about how this most recent issue on algorithm occurred, there is a loophole, no? But in a layman term, Luna is UST supposed to be stabilized by Luna, and by minting more UST. It can help stabilize Luna. But at the end of the day, a bad actor understood the loophole of the process. And basically, I would like to model it in this model. No? There are three baskets here. One is the UST basket, second one is Luna basket, and the third one is Bitcoin basket.
Right.
The first two, they can control that, no. But to make the matter worse, the third one, which is the Bitcoin, when it's correlated to the market, that one they can't control. So the band-aid solution was they were trying to put in money. LFG in this case was trying to put money, and by means of buying more Bitcoin, to help kind of stabilize, because they've been doing that since January to buy it. But the value of Bitcoin has been dumping. So right now, if you compare the $1.5 billion fused in budget to buy in Bitcoin, doesn't make any sense at all. Doesn't make any impact at all because of the massive drawdown, 98%.
Yeah.
Going back to the first two, the Luna and the UST, the fact that they made a decision, Do Kwon itself, he was part of that all hands on deck discussion, and there was a votation that was done, no? And they're gonna be giving themselves 7 days or 6 days to make everything fixed. But the fundamental fact, Nate, that they're trying to fix something means that there's something wrong with the design.
Right. Right.
And when someone saw an opportunity to short, because again, by means of comparison, also we're done with the third basket, the two baskets now. By means of design, UST is supposed to be 1:1, right? The value went down to 0.65. And by design, so even if the value of UST goes down to 0.65, you could still convert that and redeem it to equivalent to $1 of Luna.
Yep. Yep.
So someone is trying to play the arbitrage game here. I lost the value of UST, so I could still convert that into Luna, right?
Yep.
And I was saying this to the community, expect Luna to almost meet the price of UST. True enough, pare, from $60 down to almost a percent, di ba? I mean, a fraction of a dollar. So true enough, because people were thinking, okay, so either way I can earn, no? So what Luna did was to print a lot of UST, no? And they can do that, no? Another thing that is a bad design, dito pumasok yung actor natin. People were calling it a Ponzi scheme. Why? But I would like to categorize that statement. And why was it called a Ponzi scheme? Because at the end of the day, the problem was people were thinking that you can earn 20% guaranteed when you stake UST. In a year, yung APY niya 20%. And people outside the world of cryptocurrency think of that as a Ponzi, because the more money you bring in, the more money you can get out. Imagine mo, 20% guarantee, di ba? And people saw that as an opportunity to manipulate the market, no? So, in layman's term, I think algorithm model can work. But the fact that okay na sana, for me to be honest, okay na sana na they can control the issue. But the market FUD right now in the bigger market, no, and everyone was selling their Bitcoins. Ethereum, there was already almost $1.2 billion liquidation for Ethereum.
Could you track?
Wow.
1.2 billion liquidation for Ethereum, because everyone was thinking it's the $2,000 support can hold.
Yeah,
So everyone was panicking, right? So buti sana it would have been better if Bitcoin is stable. It's only a localized issue with Luna. And as I was saying, it was unheard of, Nate, because if you think about it, top 10 coin si Luna, and with the market capitalization of almost 30 bill, north of 30 billion, and for you to see that collapse to 98% of the price was unheard of. The last time it happened was when Ethereum separated with Ethereum Classic, yung DAO na nangyari.
Yep, that's right.
2016, di ba? And then another one was the BitConnect issue 2018, the hacking in Japan, the Quadriga issue in Canada, nagkaroon ng crypto winter 2018. And ang tagal nagkaroon ng pandemic 2020, nag-stabilize yung market, nag-pick up ulit. The meme king Elon Musk came to the picture, and then what have happened ito na nga, no? So it was unheard of, and it was married by an issue on a bigger market. And what was that issue? Highest inflation in 40 years.
Right.
Which I also discussed with my community, Nate, no? I mean, it was really a marriage of all the worst. No?
Yeah. Tell us more about your community. So I guess we'll talk more about that later. I have more questions about Ponzi scheme, kasi Axie Infinity was classified as something like that, and now look at the prices of their tokens now. But stepping back a few steps first, parang tell us about your community and how people can get involved there, because a lot of people who just got into crypto while they were stuck at home, now I'm sure a lot of us are feeling down, feeling hopeless if we put in money that we can't afford to lose all the more. And then maybe a little bit about Elite University, how that also helps us learn about how to trade the market.
Yeah, thanks for this opportunity, Nate. No, so by the way, I'm Miranda Miner. I'm a CEO of a company that's registered in SEC, Securities and Exchange Commission. We are in the business of educating traders and crypto investors. No, as we all know, Banco Central does not endorse any virtual currencies today based on their most recent, in the previous circulars, but they're there to regulate crypto or VCs as a means of payment. I'm in the business of educating, no? Educating by means of giving them e-learning courses. If you go to my website, www.globalmirandaminer.com, you can get to see our courses, and it's segmented on beginner and intermediate. And as a matter of fact, by May 21st, we're going to launch our very first diploma on cryptocurrency, NFT, Web 3.0, DeFi certificate or a course. No, for me, it's equivalent to a 3-unit course in college. So we're offering that. It's actually a one-stop shop of everything about crypto, the way I've explained it in easy to understand language. So we're offering that in the website. It's gonna be launched. So if you think about it, you have your crypto primer, the one I was talking about. If you would like to be aware lang of what the crypto is, what's Web 3.0, what's DAOs, how to even create your DAO, very very basic one. I'm teaching it there. Stablecoins, issues, regulations, how to create your own wallet, how to buy your first coin, the whole 9 yards. No. After that, you go to your beginner. If you would like to become a trader, I talk about the discipline and what's the system. And my system is actually copyrighted. No, I have a certificate from IPO Philippines, Intellectual Property Office of the Philippines. So after that, you want to become an intermediate trader, you want to read the market, the big picture, you take the intermediate course. I have a 3-step ladder approach. After that, if you want to be mentored by an experienced trader, we also offer that. So the Elite University is basically, my vision is to become a one-stop shop for traders, no? And something in the horizon, sometime Q3, Q4, I'm currently working on quantitative approach on investment, no? You're talking about, how to do valuation, the very basic ones, the basic concepts, how to do company valuations, how to do, what is macroeconomy, what happens with the market when you talk about inflation going high, what does the central bank do, those kind of stuff, no? And the meaty part of that is using CAPM, capital asset pricing model, as a means of computing value of a company. So that's my vision, Nate, no? Gusto ko talaga na pag kita mo doon, it's gonna be a one-stop shop for you. And I'm very conscious of the time of my student. That's why I made it on a recording. Before, ginagawa ko siya live lang eh. And it comes with a competitive fee. You wanna invest in your knowledge. That's why it comes with a payment to the fee. So yun, that's the Elite University, and thank you for this opportunity to invite your listeners, Nate, in your podcast. That we are a community. By the way, my community is diverse. I have OFWs. This coming May 21st, Saturday, meron akong interview with doctors in crypto. I have 3 doctors guests. Yeah, you would imagine, you will be surprised. Alam mo, I have doctors who are anesthesiologists. I have dentists na interviewin natin. Kind of just a tambayan talk about, what's in it to be a doctor in crypto. I have another session naman with pilots. No?
Wow, that's amazing.
Yeah, I mean, different walks of life. Kasi this pandemic taught all of us that, no one is indispensable. So you need to have some level of passive income, no? And everyone saw the potential in crypto, and they enrolled. So
you speak a lot about culture of Malasakit and putting people first. And so what inspired you to integrate this into your coaching and your teaching?
Yeah, thanks for noticing that. No, thank you, Nate. I started kasi I used to be a VP of operations for a big company. And prior to that, I have an 8-year senior director career in a big telco company and a BPO company as well. So I was trading on the side, and I've already been back testing my system. But when um, this whole hurrah of people getting wiped out way back May of last year, April of last year,
Right.
when the
Right.
market had its first dump from 64K down to 29K, I've seen a lot of people whose lives are destroyed. And to make the matter worse, kasi I've been going to different forums or fora, and I go to Facebook groups, no, and I've joined. Sagot lang ako. I've been answering here and there. I've been helping with a little bit of the one things that I know. And one thing that I saw was itong community na nakita ko, I'll not name that community, naawa ako doon sa mga bago. Because simple question as, uy, nasunog ako. And comments you will see are, nabuti nga sa'yo, di ka nag-iisip. You know, there's a lot of bashing, no? And I saw the need to build a community out of that. I was trying to change it. But I was only one moderator, no? I cannot, sabi nga nila, you cannot solve world hunger, ika nga. So sabi ko, let me create my own world. If I cannot change this world's hunger, let me plant a group where our vision is maging safe space for new traders that they can learn. So in my community, I have a Discord community with 12,000 members, a Facebook group of 22,000 members or 26 rather. I have a Twitter group community, 18,000. I have TikTok, 30,000. All of these are organic. No?
Galing.
So,
And in less than a year, are you celebrating your first anniversary?
I did my anniversary April.
Congratulations! Wow.
Thank you.
How did you grow that fast?
So I think it's a matter of surrounding yourself with people with the same vision. So alam mo, I was surrounded by people, my moderators who I'm not even paying, no. Talagang they raised their hand. Coach, gusto ko tang tulungan. Coach, magaling ako sa Spotify. Can I just upload your video? I have a Spotify right now and someone is maintaining it for me.
Ang galing.
Diba? So parang at the end of the day, I think they saw the like mind of tulong tayo. And I take pride when I say this, no, that in my group, in my community, you will never see anyone mocking, bashing. Lumaki na kami ng ganito, no? But yung community natin, we have grown this big. And as far as I can see, I may have some blind spots, but as far as I've seen, I could see that despite this, yung talagang makikita mo talaga yung mga tao tulungan, use of words like wag me, we're all gonna make it. Talagang tulungan eh. And in tulungan, not it's not like blind leading a blind. It's really more of, you know, I mean, it's a money that you can lose, kikitain mo pa rin yan, but may mga makikita kang words na, oy, don't give up, andito lang kami. Alam ko masakit mawalan ng pera, but kikitain mo pa yan. You don't hurt yourself. Something like that, di ba? Especially during this time, I've seen couple of posts na talagang, you know.
Yeah. So you spoke about the vision and gathering people who have the same vision, ano. And I guess this is more applicable beyond crypto to people who are building something and building a culture with different people. What does it take, no, to transfer a culture of malasakit, or to transmit and communicate a culture where you're giving, you know, bukas palad? Kasi nga, especially in a world like this, sometimes poverty mindset kicks in. In these difficult times, a lot of people are losing a lot of money and resources. We get greedy.
Right.
Yeah.
So let me know if I'm answering your question. I would say we qualify. You know, we qualify and categorize. Entering this market, I have a 20 item assessment, no, that will ask yourself, is the market for you? Because I'm not sure if I'm like the others, no. Ako kasi I have a questionnaire, no. If you score less than 17, you're not for crypto. No. And me getting a score of 17 in my assessment means A, you don't have savings. B, you know, you'd rather go on banks to save money. So, you know, in a nutshell, it's really a matter of qualifying and giving that disclaimer na this market is not for everyone. And
Right.
I might be very blunt to shut down someone by means of, oh sorry, wag ka muna dito, no. Ipon muna, ipon. But that's the reality because ang unang lagi sinasabi ko lagi, you cannot enter crypto if you're going to spend money you'll use for dinner tonight.
Right. Right.
Diba?
Would you say that that's one of the first misconceptions about getting into crypto?
Absolutely.
Spending.
Absolutely, yes. And it was made worse by the advent of NFT. You know,
Oh.
these are college students. These are people who are really looking towards and earning by play to earn, using guilds and scholarship programs. No, and that was the backdoor entry. I will always call it as a backdoor because they've known the cryptocurrency space from an NFT lens. No, so yung NFT na yon, they've only gotten to know crypto. Oh, alam ko lang, ang alam nila is SLP, AXS,
Right,
yung
right.
tokens nung play to earn. But understanding volatility from a stablecoin perspective, how to kind of do the trading of it, no? That's their opportunity to learn more. So I think doon nagkaroon pa yun ng tinatawag catalyst of misconception, no?
Right.
Kasi nga people entered from another door, no? And kaya nga ang dami kong estudyante, mga either managers ng mga scholarships or they're also scholars and even college students. So the more mas nagiging passionate tayo magturo kasi ang alam ng tao. And by the way, no, ang dami rin nating mga stock market traders, Nate. No, kasi nga there was a time that stock market was really illiquid for the most part, no, talagang walang volume, ang pangit, and they wanted to have an opportunity to maximize and put leverages on their trade. Doon nagkaroon ng magandang kumaga market opportunity for stock market traders to really exploit the power of leverages. Lahat kasi ng feature ng crypto ngayon wala sa stock market eh. 'Di ba?
Yeah.
Walang shorting. walang shorting, walang buy long. So people saw the opportunity on, okay, in my money of 500 pesos, I can do leverage trade. I can multiply to the power of 10. I can make my 500 pesos to 5,000. 'Di ba? So that was the misconception.
Yeah. Wow. What? And you've done a great job, no? With not just elite, but then just the whole community. You mentioned you're in the 20,000s and beyond, no? Well, wait. Before that, sorry, I'm just curious. What's the age demographic of the people in your community? So you mentioned college students, and then
it's actually extremes actually, but extremes to the point that I have college students and I have the elderlies, talking about the 50,
Wow.
the retirees. Pero the mean or the average would be around 30 to 35 age group. People that are professionals and would have money to burn from a trading perspective. Yeah.
Correct. Yeah. All right. Well, since you mentioned Axie being the backdoor entry of other of other people into crypto, do you feel like there's real value in Web 3.0? Kasi, di ba, Axie failed because of, I guess, bad tokenomics. And right now we've got even StepN emerging as a new trending move to earn game. Are these good opportunities for the long run, or is it a bubble that's going to pop? Yung mga art na NFT, is there value there? Yeah.
I good question. No, let me try to segment that. So I have an NFT art as well. By the way, you could see me in OpenSea. Coach Miranda Miner, I have NFT arts. I'm selling those and really good. We have already sold around 60 NFT arts. So is it sustainable? We are still early in this game. No, we're still early, and I guess the hype that came into the picture was there was a proof of concept. No, there's an equity of the first. Nauna kasi si Axie talagang sumabog siya eh. And there's a huge fuse in of capital, no? Brands like Animoca, these are really big brands. Even SoftBank Samsung were really fusing in money because they saw the potential. There's the market. No? I think there is a good interest from digital hedge fund companies and other traditional gaming enthusiasts, particularly entering the digital games and play to earn games. I think there is there. I think it's not a question. But I think the question right now is, we are in the mindset of everyone wants to become an Axie. Everyone wants to become the next Axie Infinity. And because Axie has the lion's share of almost the entire market, when something happened optic-wise on Axie, the entire market optics plummeted. It went down.
Right.
Inisip na naman nangyari. Diba? Parang, okay, is Pigaxi gonna be the next one? Ang daming sumusunod, diba? And there's this technology of move to earn. And there's a lot more that's in the pipeline. In fact, I have 2 interviews coming in. There is Dexio Protocol. Parang ano naman sila? Parang Pokemon naman sila. They're gonna be looking for the Pokemons. They're doing airdrop NFTs, etc. You could use it. You could use your phone. They're in the beta phase today. Meron namang Age of Tanks. Ang dami pa din no? This means that capital is there, no? Capital is there.
Yeah.
But I think fundamentally, tinanong ko din tong question na to, no? I think there is a correlation between the optics of crypto and optics for NFT. Kahit magkawala yung segment, the fact that cryptocurrency itself, the world of Bitcoin is downward, yung appetite ng tao, even SLP is down like quarter of a peso now, 25. Magkano na lang ang SLP niyan. So until we get to fix the optics, I think the volume wouldn't go up. Kahit sinong napakagandang game dyan. But if we don't fix the optics of the market right now, the big market, the tide should go higher. Perception should be better. Until we fix that, I think the sustainability will not get fixed. If we fixed, the issue right now, when I say fix, when this normalizes, no one can fix it. The market should fix it. When the value of our coins normalizes to the average level, another hype will come out. When we went out of the May drop last year, what have happened? Axie was slowly coming into the picture. Diba? They were on a stealth mode. Then July, August, September, doon na siya pumalo on all-time high, almost $160, diba?
Yeah.
So, is it sustainable? Infrastructure-wise, I think it is sustainable. 3 things, no? Scalability, security, and decentralization. They are decentralized. Scalability, they can scale, no?
Yep.
The question is security. Security. One of the major black eye or the eyesore na nakita natin with Bitcoin with Axie was when the Ronin network was hacked. It kind of gave a chilling effect to the entire network. No na, okay, meron naman palang ganyang hacking, so I'd rather not. Diba? So, those things, yun yung tinatawag ko, Nate, na blockchain trilemma eh. It's not dilemma, it's trilemma, tatlo eh.
Yep.
Security, scalability, and decentralization. Walang question being decentralized. We're operating on this world of decentralized wallets, markets, Ronin, etc. You don't even need to put your name on Ronin. Diba? It's all purely an Ethereum naming convention na you can replace your name with a series of numbers and hashes.
Yep.
You can do that way. No? But from a matter of security, that's a big threat right now. People trying to manipulate, bad actors coming in to manipulate, to hack, etc. The trust of the community that's putting in money as a retailer, yun yung problema. Because, again, if we build the trust, right now, I'm telling you, punong-puno yung DMs ko ng, Coach, anong gagawin ko sa pera ko? I have an investment. Should I still push through? So the element of trust, is not there. And again, sabi ko nga kanina, oxymoron stablecoin, not stabilized. Diba? So,
So how about mind if I pick your brain a bit more? How about the tokenomics of it all? Kasi nga people would call games like this a Ponzi scheme, and the money that is given, yung play to earn, the earnings of the players are dependent on the demand for the game itself. And I guess, just as an insight, I'm trying Steppen kasi. So I don't know what your thoughts are about it. Please be as candid as possible. If you don't like it, then just tell me. But then I'm thinking Axie was a game based on or parang Steppen is a move to earn application based on something that people already do, as opposed to Axie, which is a game that people have to pick up and learn. And if people don't like the game inherently for the game, then they'll stop playing it. But joggers and runners will jog and run because they like, physical fitness. And, this is not a case for defending Steppen. It's really just more the tokenomics of it. Do you feel like it has to be based on a game that people or an activity that people actually do or actually like?
Right. So, here's my opinion on this. When I look at the game, I look at the commercial side of it, simply because there's always gonna be enthusiasts. There's always gonna be an organic need. There's always gonna be everyone. Maybe there's gonna be an NFT on Cook to Earn. I mean, diba? Book to earn, cook to earn, diba? Play to earn, play and earn. Different models, permutations of how you. I mean, even JPEGs to earn NFT art, diba? You can just create your JPEG and market it. I look at it from a commercial side. I always look at crypto, hindi siya zero-sum game that the benefit is zero. Someone needs to earn something on this one.
That's true.
So when you look at it from a commercial level, or I look at it from an investor level, to be honest, the sustainability of a particular game, hindi siya one-sided. Yes, maganda na meron kang use case in this particular case na gagamit mo siya. It propels, no? And then from an investor side, meron ba siyang tinatawag nating way for me to earn? At the end of the day, I invest money. I put my skin to the game. How can I earn on this? So the way that I see this on a commercial side is, Bangko Sentral can always print money, but there is a constitution that they follow on how can they put money, how can they print money, what is the need for you to print money. Sometimes even you do an act of Congress for you to do, tawag ko dyan, quantitative easing, you print more money para magkaroon ng tulong mga ayuda. So, in a cryptocurrency, meron din silang ganon. Kasi when you mint in your SLPs, when you mint your native tokens, it has no value unless it's pegged to a coin with value. No?
Yep.
So you can print and print and print. What happens? It deflates the value of the token because there's a lot of supply. So you need to regulate the supply. So for me, para magamit yung there should be a use case for your token. Ginagamit siya, umiikot siya, nabe-burn siya, namimint siya, nabe-burn siya, namimint siya. And while that cycle happens, your stakeholders, you create a value to your stakeholders. Stakeholders are the users, they earn something. Investors, they earn something. So, yung classic case ng Axie, it was a very, very good game. Everyone loves it. Everyone needs it. Everyone was enjoying. Scholars are being paid up until the point that the stakeholders said, okay, there's where's the value that I'm getting here? Stakeholders, yung shareholder. Where's the value? Doon nasira siya. Bumaba yung coin. Nagkaroon ng security issue, no. So what I'm saying is, I've heard Steppen actually. I attended a conference in Okada April 27, and we spoke about that. And everyone was talking about that. I think marami, and investors. I will not say Filipinos, even non-Filipinos. Lahat naman ito yung habol eh. What's in it for me? The WIFM game. What's in it for me? Ano yung balik sa akin yan? And culturally, marami pa rin talagang quick rich mentality, and people fall into that, no? So to answer your question, there's always gonna be another Steppen, another Axie, but as long as we find a sustainable community that will continue the cycle of giving value to the investors, to the players, etc., then make sure yung trilemma kanina, security, scalability, and decentralization, those three are met, then we're fine. And if I could just add here, no, yung trilemma na yun, that's the reason why Ethereum 2.0 is happening today. The decentralized, it's decentralized.
Yep.
Scalable, that's the problem. Because ang taas ng gas fees. They wanted to attend to many users, but yung asset of consequence, gas fees in this case, tumataas siya because people cannot scale. If you want to scale, pabilisin, you need to pay more GWE, you need to pay more gas fees. And security, no? Ang gusto nilang gawin, gusto natin mangyari is, okay, dapat yung vetting level 2 process or the verification process of transactions dapat naka-localize, hindi siya global verification. That all of the nodes verifying. So, yung classic case ng Bitcoin, ng cryptocurrency trilemma, security, if that is fixed, optics-wise, walang problema, I think you're talking about the perfect world. There was even a point that, everyone was bullish on crypto. They were saying, oh, the regular banks will close because it looks like it was the perfect sweet spot for crypto. Up until, FUD happened and security issues happened.
Yeah. The one thing I guess that I'm really impressed about is how, kasi when you mentioned that there's always going to be another play to earn or move to earn game and all of that. What matters is when you've solved the trilemma, na meron kang community and it's a sustainable community that you give value to. Mm-hmm. And I really see that in what you do and how you manage your community. What do you see in Global Miranda Miner Group in the next 5 years? Like, what's your dream? I know it. Congratulations. But for the next 5 years, where do you see this going?
Thank you. Actually, I've said my vision to my company and my community. I don't think GMMG, we are registered as a trading consultancy, as a consultancy. I don't think we're gonna be just with crypto. As a matter of fact, we're currently curating contents for stock market, as I'm also a stock market trader. We're also going to curate courses that's gonna be loaded in my university, in my website, for other means. No, I hate to say this, but for lack of better comparison, I want to be a Udemy in the Philippines.
That's awesome.
Thank you. So we are going to license courses, not just for crypto, but explore on parallel skill sets, like because we're trading, there's also stock market trading, and maybe even forex in the future, because my system works on different assets or instruments in the market. No, I've tried it, I've tested it, and it works. In fact, my back testing for my system happened in the stock market, and a lot of volume is in crypto. It even made it more effective, because of the volume. In our stock market, ang daming mga illiquid stocks, and that's my vision. And of course, I wanted to continue to providing meaningful employment. We have already almost 16 people that's working for the brand. I always take pride of saying this to many, that we're able to provide meaningful employment and benefits to my stakeholders, and of course an ability to create a meaningful community na may nag-uusap, alam mo yun, I don't know them, but for some reason they found us and they saw value on making this as their community. I wanted it to be, alam mo, napaka shoot to the moon ika nga kasi you don't know them, you invite them. Siguro, nag-a-adjust yung behavior because they see that the community is built in with malasakit. Walang nagmumurahan. To be blunt about it, walang nang babash. Walang ganun. Yep. And I think people, when they see the fiber of the community, siguro nag-a-adjust at siguro na-align. Versus, again, I'm not saying this, Nate, because I don't want to mean to demean the other groups, kasi they have their own community as well, but for me, speaking of my vision, yun ang aking vision, palakihin hindi lang for crypto but for other parallel skill sets as well.
That's amazing. I think that's my one big takeaway talaga. The fact, and that's the one thing that I'm the most impressed by, just building that culture of malasakit with many people. That takes a lot of leadership. That takes a lot of courage. Takes a lot of guts, and a lot of skill also. We're drawing to a close now, but then lastly, in this very very uncertain time in the market, I just asked you about where you see yourself in 5 years, and you said it's still in investing, right? Still in trading, still in, and for a lot of people, it might feel like the end of the world. Is there anything you would like to say to encourage our viewers and listeners?
So thank you, Nate. No, thank you so much for this opportunity, and I would like to say thank you for your listeners and to your group as well. I really enjoyed this conversation. Thank you for the kind words and the thoughts that you've given as well. My words, no. I'll be very blunt. Cryptocurrency is a very volatile, highly volatile instrument. There are certain skill sets that you need to be successful. As I always say, 90% of traders will lose in this market, and that's proven, even on the stock market world. Volatility is going to be sort of water in earth. It's a natural element, in the stock market and crypto market and other investment instruments in the very volatile world. For those that have lost their money, kikitain mo pa din yan. You will still get that. The worst thing you'll ever do is to hurt yourself. If you need someone to talk to, Nate and I are here. Our communities are here, and we can always offer a community where you could find a common ground, and a community that can help. May not necessarily be 24/7 time or attention or even money, but someone that you can relate with and find the same shades of color with the other traders. You're not alone. Kikitain mo pa yan, and I'm sure the same guts that you took to enter this industry is the same that you will use to get out, on that feeling today. It's a cycle. Maganda na naramdaman mo ang bear market because that will make you even stronger. Not everyone has experienced the perfect marriage of problems. One, the highest inflation in the past 40 years. Number two, people experiencing FUD because one of the top 10 coins north of 30 billion market capitalization lost 99% of its value, unheard of. And the marriage of that created this whole gamut of uncertainty, fear, and doubt. Hindi ka nag-iisa. This is the market that's unusual. And pag nalagpasan mo to, huwag mo kakalimutang isulat ang iyong learnings. Isulat ang inyong learnings in a journal and always reflect on that. Because your learnings will keep you in your center. Ano ba yung naramdaman ko nung natalo ko? Ano ba yung naramdaman ko? Journal that, and journal that. And siguro ang isa pa is you try to filter out. Filter out in a way that, we are in the age of consuming too much information. The more that we put ourselves to the social media, ang daming issues yan, but you need to filter out. Filter it out based on what is your goal, the tunnel vision to your goal. Do you want to use this as a source of income? Then learn on the things na nadaanan mo and use that to make yourself even better. Hindi ka nag-iisa. Look at it in a way that can improve you. And nandito lang kami, as I've said, join the community that can understand you, and I wish you all the best. So thank you.
Wow, that's crazy. I loved it. I learned so much from this. I'm not kidding. I really learned a lot. Thank you for those words, guys. Check out Global Miranda Miner Group. That's your mirandaminergroup.com, no? Tama ba yun?
That's correct. www.globalmirandaminer.com. That's correct.
Actually, the floor is yours to tell your listeners about the cool stuff you're working on, where they can find you online, aside from your website.
Yeah, so aside from my website, I actually do daily live for free, 9 o'clock gabi-gabi in YouTube. My name is Coach Miranda Miner. Samahan nyo kami gabi-gabi as we talk about the market fundamentals, the big market in the States that is something to do, na may correlation yan sa crypto market industry. Learn for free what do we mean by words like Web 3.0, correlation, inflation, Federal Reserve pronouncements that has an impact to the entire market. Medyo nosebleed pero mauunawaan nyo yan as you kind of go along. Ang work ko is to simplify it all for you. We also do a live stream in Facebook at the same time. Join our Facebook group. We have almost 27,000 members waiting for you there. Our name is, just look for Miranda Miner Group in Facebook groups. We also have Discord, no? We have our Discord. It's also called Miranda Miner. Medyo mahaba, but look for Miranda Miner there. And we also have, follow me in TikTok as well. We also have Twitter. I always tweet everything that I am thinking. And saan pa ba? Instagram and Facebook. Ang dami, Nate, no? Pero ganun talaga. Yeah. We're into the social media space. And again, thank you so much for this. I learned a lot as well, and a lot of aha moments when I also speak. But more importantly, thank you for the good guided questions, Nate. No, I think this interview went well simply because I think the questions are well thought of, and I think you did a very good job of.
Thank you very much.
This conversation.
Actually, Coach Miranda Miner, so we're pre-recording this right now. Hello, mga listeners. Now, you're actually on episode number 2. So,
okay.
Of my new season, nag-record na ako ng isa, and then we're gonna keep going. But then, as we're doing the first, 4 to 5 episodes of pre-recording, I'm getting into the groove. So that's actually very encouraging to hear from you.
Yeah, I love the questions. You're really able to draw questions from your speakers. And it looks like you did your research. I am kind of feeling, I know that because some of your questions are directed and they have facts in it, so I think you're doing a good job.
Coach Miranda Miner, thank you so much for joining us today. I was about to say have a great day. That's usually what I say to end my videos. It's not the best time. There's a lot of instability, maybe even in politics. There's a lot of instability right now.
Diba? If you think about it, parang dami nangyayari and crazy.
So I guess I'll end by saying, if you're grieving, if you're confused, if you're having a difficult time, I want to validate your emotions and say that that's okay. It's okay to process those. No, find the right community, find the right people to keep you grounded. GMMG is also here, and the paper cups are also here. We've got a Telegram group for you guys. Okay. But if you are having a great day, then as always, have a great day. Bye, guys.
Thank you.
Thank you, Paul.
Oo, ganda ng usapan.
Yeah, thank you so much. Thank you. Yeah, I had a lot of fun. Let me turn off my camera now. Yeah, I can also send you this footage from my camera if I'm not gonna be using this right now since